So today I'm going to be doing something just a little bit different. I'm going to be putting together just a quick beginner's guide into purchasing a refurbished smartphone off eBay. And if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I buy a lot of the phones I review off eBay, and I'm just going to go through the process of finding a phone from a reliable seller with good feedback, and that will give you a great device at a good price as well. So I'm just going to go through what I do. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we have obviously eBay's website. Now I'm just going to type in a particular phone that I might be looking at. So for argument's sake, let's take a look at the Samsung, need to learn to spell, Galaxy S21 Ultra. One of my better performing videos, so it's a great device and you can get these at some really good prices. So just by typing in S21 Ultra, of course, you get a plethora of results. Now, one thing that you will find is you'll get certain results like this, because there's S21 Ultra in the name, as well as S21 Plus, FE, regular S21, S20 FE. It's not specific to just that device, of course. So the first thing that I generally tend to do is down here on the left is I actually select the model. So S21 Ultra, so I know it's going to narrow it down just a little bit more to that particular device. Now the second thing I do is I generally go to condition, which is up here, although it's a little bit restricted on the options, but if you scroll down a bit further down here on the left hand side and you've got condition here, you've got a few more options. Now the ones that I tend to go for are good. I'm scroll all the way back down, and very good. Now I used to just purchase very good and excellent devices, and then I went out on a whim one day and bought a good condition phone, and it actually came a lot better what I was expecting. And then I will also up here click buy it now. Now I have picked a few phones up off auction, but I do tend to just go buy it now. Some of the auction ones, at least in my experience, they've been fine, but of course you've got to be careful with buying certain things from certain people. Now, so here is a very good condition S21 Ultra, and of course it's got a price range. Now that can just be down to, weirdly, the color, and it down to the storage option as well. So it says that it's fully unlocked, very good condition. So if we just click on that one there, EO Distribution is the seller, not a seller that I've personally used. And then of course on the right here, you've got the option to select your color. So we'll just go for a black one. And then you've got 128 or 256 gigs. So 128 is £311 and then 256 is 364. Now the key also is to look for sellers with good reviews. Now this has a 99.8% positive feedback, which is basically perfect. It might just be one person that has a negative or a neutral feedback on, the postage or condition or whatever. So if I just close that tab, and then we'll scroll down to another one here. So here we have another one, S21 Ultra, UK model, very good, renewed, and this is just 279, and it's saying there's 10% off with code BRIGHT10. to a maximum of £75 and a 12 months warranty. That's something to also look for as well, is a phone that comes with a good warranty. And then of course, if you get a 10% off discount, that's even better. So if we click on that one, smarttechtrade. Now I have bought from this online seller before and they were absolutely fine. So the only option here is grey, which is probably that one there. It's about the only grey one there. So yeah, 128 gigs, fully unlocked. And then you can read more on the condition if you want to. There's sort of a bit of info there. Product is in very good cosmetic condition. There will be signs of wear, which may include scratches and or scuffs, but nothing that will impair functionality. The item has been fully tested, restored, blah, 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 blah. And it includes original or new accessories and will not come with its original box, which is quite often the case. You don't usually get the original box with these. And then you can scroll down a bit further, and then it's basically just explained that there again. Quite often they'll have information on their various grades, so very good, good underneath, or excellent above it. And then there's just a bit of information on their warranty. You can return within 30 days of purchase for a full refund if the phone is not what you expected, or you don't get on with it, or something like that. It's always best to contact the seller first to say any concerns that you have before you start a return or give negative feedback or something like that, because quite often they will try and work out something for you. Some sellers will give you, part refund or something like that, just to go against some of the issues you might be having. But yeah, it's always best to do that rather than giving them a negative feedback. Oh yeah, and here's just a bit of info on this particular one, what you get. So obviously you get the phone, USB-C cable, SIM tool, then you get the warranty, and then a generic Samsung box. So then let's search for, what should we go for now? Google Pixel 7 Pro. Let's go for one of those. And again, so this first one that comes up is with a 5% coupon, not a huge amount. And as you can see here, it's musicmagpie. So whether you've seen the adverts for them on the TV, recycling DVDs and old CDs and stuff like that, of course, they're now moving on to smartphones. And then you can select on here, and this is a good condition phone with a 5% discount. So let's just pick green, which I think was hazel, and then 128 gigs. So you can see the details for the discount, terms and conditions, etc. Let's add it to the basket just for a second. It says that you'll get the offer, so the price is the original £306. Asking me to sign in. So 10% off that is going to be about 30 quid. So you'll get about 15 quid off of that, which will take it to about 290, which for a Pixel 7 Pro is a pretty good price. And then you can click on the images here. Most of the sellers on here won't have pictures of the actual phone because they hold a lot of stock. So most of the photos that you'll see there are stock images of the phone. And then obviously here you can see is a bit of info on the condition of good cosmetic condition. There'll be signs of wear, which may include scratches, visible scuffs, discoloration, etc. Battery health will be a minimum of 80%, and it's been fully tested, etc. Again, a 12-month warranty, and it says world's biggest #1 eBay seller. And then down there is just a bit of info on the shipping. I tried to find one that's shipping within 1 to sort of 2 days. You can usually pay for, Royal Mail special delivery, which will get you next day before 1 p.m. But if they just do a general Royal Mail tracked 24-hour, it normally arrives by probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon the next day. So not really the end of the world. And that says, what does it say? Free delivery as well. So yeah, a lot of them will offer free delivery. Some of them will charge. Okay, so then we can go back to here, just some of the other information that you can filter by as well. So of course you've got storage options here. You can narrow it down to color, RAM. Of course, the Pixel 7 Pros come with 12 gigs of RAM, so 8 gigs is likely to be the regular Pixel 7. Features, I don't tend to narrow it down by features, connectivity, yada, yada, yada. And then obviously you can click, again, model Pixel 7 Pro. So you narrow it down just that little bit further. So that's just a few things just to look out for when you're buying off eBay. I will leave a list of the sellers that I personally use down in the description below for all of my purchases off eBay. I generally tend to stick to the same sort of maybe half a dozen sellers that I know offer great customer service. They're really great at responding to messages, 12-month warranties, and they will issue refunds if you have problems. I had one seller that offered me a exchange of a phone. I had one, I think I ordered a Pixel 4a 5G. They accidentally sent me a 4a. They didn't have any 4a 5Gs. So I sent the 4a back and they actually sent me a Pixel 5 instead for the same price. So if they're willing to compromise and do things like that for you, as long as you don't go down the route of negative feedback straight away, contact them via their direct messaging service, say what your concerns are, and they normally go out of their way to help you as much as they can. So I hope this little video was helpful. It's certainly a lot of trial and error, but I would definitely try and go for sellers that have got as much positive feedback as possible, as close to 100% as possible. And then of course, you know, great delivery service, great warranties and all that sort of stuff. So I'll leave the names of the sellers that I use down in the description box below. If you found this video helpful, do subscribe to the channel. I am hoping to do a few more guides to buying and other bits and bobs on my channel as well, just trying to diverge a little bit. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video and if there's any more videos a bit like this that you'd like to see, and I'll see you in the next one.